right? That completes the ceremony.
Missate above. I'm sure she has heard everyone's prayers.
Corin, how are your new arms? Aren't they easy to move around with?
Yes. My arms. I can move them again.
What do you think? They are my greatest invention. Just come to me if anything happens to them. Forget about that exclusion edict. Saving my life makes you a friend. There's no reason to keep friends outside.
Yes. I owe you one.
No, don't say that. You owe me, I owe you, blah blah blah. It's a meaningless cycle, isn't it? Save your thanks for Laika and Aaron. They helped us too.
All right. My dear Wilder friends, I've come to understand that the forest blockade is Eomir's decision. I made a mistake in my previous assumption. You've been accompanying Damien and me on this journey. Please accept my apologies.
It's okay. Given the current chaos, we, as children of the forest, must share the responsibility. Laika Lawson and I were born and raised in the Dark Forest. We must bring order to our home once again.
Magister, can you do me a favor? Damien says my arms are not ready to fight anytime soon. So when you see Eomir... I have faith in you.
You must be exhausted from the journey. Granny Darnie and Shani have arranged a place for you to rest. If you'd like a short nap, head to the house by the Weiserherb Garden.
Chippy, do you remember when I was affected by the corrupting magic at the forest entrance? The magic emanating from the corruption felt identical to what I sensed in Southville. Is it possible that the same person is behind all this mess?
Ah! Stop! You're giving yourself a headache. Chippy will cry if you collapse again.
Magister, why haven't you gone to bed yet? You need some quality sleep to restore your magic.
Hammy suggested that we take some time to think so you can get more rest. You must be really tired from the journey and the cleansing.
Yes, but we haven't come up with anything yet. Before you reinforce the seal, didn't the mercenaries guarding the Great Fields mention a woman in black working with Lord France? I think there's a connection between the corruption here and what happened in Ryam. But so far, we haven't found any clues.
Hammy doesn't have any ideas, so Chippy is even more clueless. Chippy thinks those creepy, tangled roots underground look like a huge spider web. Super scary.
Magister, leave the guarding to me and Chippy. Go get a good night's sleep until you're fully rested.
Hammy is right. Rest well, Magister. Tomorrow we'll figure out how to get Ymir to lift that exclusion edict.
Why are you still up? Is the place Granny Darnie arranged not to your liking? As a guest from afar, it would be our fault if you couldn't rest well. Well, my mind is restless, so I thought I'd walk around the village. This tree, you see, was planted when Lunadorf was founded, imitating the Lucent tree. When I was young, I often saw people standing under this tree. I would ask them, if you have worries, why not pray at the Deer Spirit altar? And they said many things were too embarrassing to voice in front of Missate. Now, I understand that sentiment. Magister, while you were wandering the village, did anyone mention my title? Some call me the Scion of the Lucent Tree. the Lucent Tree is the sacred tree of the Dark Forest. And it is believed that a child born under its branches will be blessed by Missate. Everyone believes that I would bring peace and happiness to the forest. I've never met them. Was I abandoned by my parents, or was I blessed, as legend has it? It's meaningless to trace my lineage, because I don't feel any different from Leica, Lawson, and the others. But there's only one thing I can't forgive myself for. I wish to walk the path of the sword, and have no interest in living up to everyone's expectations. So, as Lawson said, I left. I left the forest and everything behind, dedicating myself to perfecting my swordsmanship. Only upon my return did I realize that the forest had changed. I wield the weapon meant to protect the forest, but I've lost the will to protect it. You're right. Yet, being a member of the Wilder community, I have duties to fulfill. I'm not the hero of visions, just a selfish person avoiding his responsibilities. I deserve to be punished. Don't let my self-pity affect your mood. Go and get some rest.
Good to see you. Did you sleep well last night? That's wonderful to hear.
Granny Dani, we've come to say goodbye.
We're heading to the base of the Thorn faction to find Eomer. We hope he'll reconsider the exclusion edict and ensure fair treatment for the refugees.
Go on, teach that old man a lesson. He won't remember the forest's way of treating guests unless we remind him. Avoiding me is one thing, but if he can't even face a few youngsters, that old man will lose all his dignity.
Damien, we're getting ready to leave. Stay in the village and be careful with your inventions, or Granny will be after you with her umbrella stick.
Don't worry. I won't let her catch me while I'm working on my new explosive barrel.
Lawson? What? Did I do something wrong again?
No, you did well. May the wind guide both you and her on your way.
Leica? Aaron? And Lawson? Why are you all in my dream? I don't think you did anything wrong.
You just passed out after drinking too much calmflower tea.
Am I awake? Why I even dream so fleeting? I haven't repented to Missate yet. You don't look like a Wilder from the way you dress.
She is the mage Lawson invited back to cleanse the corruption. Parissa, I don't mean to sound rude, but do you really think the exclusion edict is a good idea? While it keeps out the corruption, it also shuts the door on others' good intentions. As the captain of the Thorn Guards, could you please urge Master Eomer to give the matter a second thought?
The Thorn Guards look so tough. I didn't expect their captain to be such a beautiful lady.
Even the most beautiful roses have thorns. Looks don't matter. What matters is the will to protect the forest. Besides, what captain? I am no longer captain of the Thorned Guards. The new captain has been chosen from the elite, but the ultimate authority lies with Master Eomer. I expressed my concerns about the Exclusion Edict and repeatedly advised Master Eomer to reconsider his decision. Unfortunately, he remains convinced that the corruption in the forest is caused by humans, and that by sealing it off, we can cut off its source. Later, I was relieved of my duties due to my supposed incompetence and perceived disloyalty. My companions, including Vice Captain Kafra, were also reassigned.
But wasn't it Eomer who first saw your sense of responsibility and made you captain?
It's probably due to my defiance. In any case, there's no longer a place for me in the camp. What you don't understand as an Outlander is that with or without the title, I'm a member of the Thorned Guards. The Thorned Guards have been up to no good lately. As a former captain, I am powerless to intervene or advise them. How can I face the people of Lunadorf and beg for shelter?
Is that why you sought refuge in the Dream Realm just now?
That was the only way I could repent to Misate.
Where there's our hero, there's a way. Parissa, when faced with an Outlander who can cleanse corruption, will Eomer stick to his earlier decision? His resistance to external support would drag the forest deeper into the mire, rather than helping our shared home.
Scion of the Lucent Tree, can you really cleanse the corruption? I guess there's no reason to doubt you, since both Aeron and Leica spoke highly of you. Leica of the Dusk faction, Lawson of the Wind faction, and the Scion of the Lucent Tree who is fated to save the Dark Forest. Of the three factions, only the Thorned faction remains resistant to change. Come with me. I'll take you to Eomer. Drizga, we are here to see Master Eomer.
Parissa, why are you here? Wait, no. You're no longer the captain. You have no right to enter the Thorn camp.
Please, step aside and let us in.
They all claimed you were conspiring with outsiders. I didn't believe it. But now it appears to be true. Why are you bringing a Dusk Patroller and a Wind Whisperer into our camp? You were once Master Eomer's most trusted advisor, and now you're defying his orders?
Drizga, the Thorn Guard's mission is to protect the forest, not blindly champion the will of one sage. Now, are the Thorn Guards still worthy of being called the Guardians of the Forest?
You're the one who betrayed us. Guards, get them out of here.
Let's go take it to him!